Hi, I'm Fox.
Couch guy.
You're watching the Two Smart Guys show, where every week we talk tech and news and reviews and other fun stuff.
We just like toys. Let's be honest. We like toys. And there was a new toy that came out, and which means Pox had to have it.
Yep.
Because Pox is the kind of have-to-have-it guy.
Yeah.
He has to have it.
So despite Couch Guy's recommendation to move to Android,
I did recommend it because I always do that. And for the people who throw a hissy fit about this, if we had a show like everyone else's where both guys ran the same system, isn't that boring? Truly, isn't it boring?
yeah.
So there's just as many people who yell at me about how much I just don't use iPhone, and I'm not mean about it. But Pox doesn't have any clue how to run an Android.
Hey, I've had an Android phone. I had the very first Android phone.
Exactly. That's where you stopped. So, just we are yin and yang
Palm
of the phone, operating systems. Don't flame me just because I'm not an iPhone user and I don't fall into the Kool-Aid mix.
All right. So I've been drinking the Kool-Aid and it's pretty good stuff.
It's good. Hey, I don't complain. I'm not saying it's not a good phone. I say it's plastic now, and that kind of makes me wonder about how long it's going to take for you to break it.
Oh, no. The iPhone 5S is what I got. So it's not plastic.
Oh, you didn't get the other. You didn't get the plastic one.
No, I didn't get the plastic one because I wanted all the new stuff. The new stuff.
Did you get the gold?
I didn't.
All right, so what are the Olympic medals that they went through the classifications? Because that's the thing that confused the crap out of me. Why are we doing Olympic medals when it comes to iPhones?
Because why? Okay, so the 5S and the 5 look identical except the fact that you can now buy a gold one. So everybody went out to buy the gold one. They're like, ooh, I got to get the gold one because then I can say I have the new iPhone. Because if you got a silver one like me, it looks just like an iPhone 5. It doesn't look any different whatsoever.
Hey, that's what I was curious about. I wasn't sure if the gold edition came with a special fur lining or...
Nah. No.
Because they went around work and they're like, oh, you have a chance for a new phone to everybody I know. And they're like, I want the gold one.
Yeah,
and I thought it was
the gold
cool.
one's almost impossible to get right now. It's like a couple months
unless you're a corporate person,
sold
I
out.
guess.
I have one at my office for somebody. And they haven't picked it up yet, which is crazy because everybody else around the world's like flipping out about it.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, so they're in short supply. So they sold out immediately online, and then throughout the weekend, the only places that really had any of them were the Apple stores. And they do a certain amount a day. So they just kind of trickle them out every morning. And they make people wait around for a couple hours in the morning. So everybody drives by, they see the line, and they're like, oh, they might have an iPhone. And everybody hops in line.
Yeah, it's a scam.
Yeah. So that's what I ended up doing. I ordered...
We expect it from you. Let's be honest. We expect it.
I didn't go down the day of, but I was driving on my trip, and I saw the line. And I was like, ooh, they might have one. So now I've got an extra one, and I need to either figure out if somebody else wants it or send it back or something.
Or do what you usually do.
Yeah. So that covers the supply issue. They're hard to get. Okay. They sold 9 million between the two models. So it's a success. But, not everybody's totally thrilled because it's not a huge upgrade. I mean, it's... The biggest thing is a fingerprint scanner, which is fairly impressive. It's like the difference between the touchscreen on a Palm Pilot, where you had the stylus, and an iPhone, where you have the flicking and just is so much smoother and it works so much better. In comparison to the fingerprint scanners on other phones that have come out in the past, or laptops where you have to roll it and it never really worked right. You had to do it just right.
So it does really work.
Yeah, it really works. So it's
it's been hacked, but it really works.
Yeah, so you just put your finger on it and it works. Just like that. I didn't even have to look at it right. And if I use my wrong finger, you can enroll, I don't know if there's a limit, but you can enroll a bunch of fingers. If I use the wrong finger, it doesn't work. And apparently it works with any body part, but we're not going to get into that. You can enroll whatever you want on it.
Wow.
Anyway, speaking of pictures and still frames, the main reason why I wanted to get the upgrade, other than the fact that it's just a new upgrade, is the phone. Or the camera. The camera, they've got the same amount of megapixels.
They did a lot of the camera features.
But they've got bigger pixels, so it's got better low light capability, and it's faster. processor in the phone, so you can do burst mode, which will just take like, I think it's 12 pictures a second, which is it's pretty fast. And I'm still trying to figure it out, but it puts them all into like one image. So you like open up that image and you pick the image out of the burst that you want, I think. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. I just played with it like 10 minutes ago. But what I have been playing with is the Slowmo. The Slowmo is cool. It's just like a GoPro or whatever. It shoots at 120 frames a second. And it's only 720p, but then you can play it back at 30 frames, and what's that, 4 times slower? So it's it's pretty good. It's pretty neat. Like my son jumping around and stuff. It works pretty well. And the flash on the back, it's got a 2-tone flash with 2 different colored LEDs, so it'll auto sense the white balance and kind of adjust the temperature of the flash. So the flashes look better, so you don't have these weird like blues or red colored flashed images, supposedly. So far, the tests I took side by side, they do definitely look better on the new phone versus the old phone. But not as good as just shooting in good lighting, period.
Well, that's what the give and take is.
So,
does it have a continuous light? Like, could you light?
Yes.
Not that you'd ever really want to for your video or something like that.
Yeah, you can turn it on in video mode. But I don't.
Cool.
But I in the built-in app, it's just
you watch your battery just go.
It's just white. Oh, and that's the other nice thing is that now you can finally. I was just telling Couch Guy that you can take pictures while you're taking video, and it doesn't interrupt the video. Yeah, so that's really cool. They should have had that a long time ago.
They bring it out when the people want it.
Yeah, so that's my quick review on the iPhone 5S. I think it's a good upgrade if you've got a 4. If you got a 5 and you don't do a lot of picture taking,
and you don't have the money,
you might sit it out.
If you're not ready for an upgrade, why waste the extra cash?
Yeah, but it is fast. It definitely is significantly faster.
It's neat. It's kind of cool.
It's cool. Yeah.
But
so, you have a Nexus 4? 4. So can it do can it do what can it do? Can it do the Slowmo? Can it do the
I haven't actually played with that. I don't think it can do the Slowmo. Let me see. Oh, let's not talk to Google right now.
Oh, did you just have the listening thing where it just listens to you all the time and you say, "Okay, Google now"?
No, I have to talk to Google.
Oh,
for instance, I say, Google, and then it listens to me.
Ah.
And actually, see, it's listening to me, and I now am looking up So, the new Samsung phones, when it's listening all the time, listening for voice cues. The Nexus has
the Motorola. The Motorola
there's
does that now.
function that says and you say, Google, what's the temperature outside? And it will.
It's 55 degrees in Eagle Mountain right now.
So it kind of does that, but that's not what we were asking about. We were asking about the camera. I haven't played with the camera too much. Let's see.
Siri, what's the temperature outside?
It's currently 45 degrees Fahrenheit.
Aw. Of a competition of the phones.
Time lapse, yes. Slowmo, no.
Things I have noticed that they don't advertise or they haven't talked about is in my car, the voice picks up a million times better. Like Siri was useless through my car's built-in stereo or Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't work at all on my old phone. And now it works great. So I don't know what they changed.
I'm surprised that you haven't gone to the British gentleman.
Oh, for the voice?
Yeah. That seemed a lot of people have gone to the British gentleman.
Oh, I like the lady. I have her call me boss. She's like, I'll do that for you, boss. I'll look that up for you, boss.
Nice. That has all kinds of interesting implications.
But what I have noticed is I use Google Maps. And the lady in Google Maps sounds very natural and perky. She's like,
perky?
Yeah, she's like, turn right on the outbound exit to blah, 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 blah.
I haven't paid attention to because that hasn't changed for a while.
Yeah, so she's She sounds much nicer and happier than Suri. Suri sounds a little grumpy.
Suri has always sounded a little abrupt and a little bit snippy. But the gentleman, I think that's why everyone went to the guy, because the guy sounded really congenial, kind of like a Jeeves.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, I don't have Slowmo.
Slowmo.
I don't do video on my phone that often. I went to a concert and did video then, but that was about it.
But that's got more megapixels, though, doesn't it? Doesn't it have like a 12 or something?
Let me look. I think I do have. I don't know what I'm at now. I know it's more than my last phone.
And then Nokia keeps showing off their Windows Phone doing 41 megapixels, which is very deceiving. It's like how Red counts their megapixels.
Oh, that's funny. We have a reference in the industry to how someone actually counts their megapixels. Picture size, 8 megapixels.
Oh. So I guess
it's not huge. The last one was 5. So.
Yeah, the way Nokia does it is, I guess, they have a pixel for every color, right? So they really have like a fourth, because there's, they need 4 of them for a pixel or whatever.
What they say they have?
They have 41, so what's 40?
They have 41 megapixels.
So it's closer to like a 10, right?
Oh, yeah. It's like probably a 9 megapixel camera.
Yeah, so it's more like a 9 megapixel. So that's very deceiving to be like, oh, we got a 41 megapixel camera.
But here's the problem. Is it 41? Well, I guess they don't call it megapixels. There should be a standard for megapixels, because that's been around for a while, where there wasn't a standard for video pixels. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how resolution, they were counting each dot on the video side. So they may be legit on the video side, because I think there's a standardized way of counting how those go.
Yeah, I'm not sure how.
So I just couldn't get in that pissing match that the video cameras did.
Their big thing is, because you have so many megapixels, you can do a digital zoom, which digital zoom on the iPhone looks like crap.
We don't have to say the word iPhone. Digital zoom looks like crap.
Oh, that's true.
That's as far as it goes.
Well, theoretically, this Nokia digital zoom looks pretty decent.
Well,
because you got so many pixels to work with.
No, for a phone, I'm sure it looks great. I haven't really paid attention to it. The one thing that everyone seemed to freak out about was the way the home screen looked like. That it looked less iPhone-y.
Oh,
I like that one, iPhone-y.
On the i7? The iOS 7?
Yeah, no, iOS 7.
Oh, and everybody's flipping out about iOS 7. They're just... Everybody around here just doesn't know how to use their phone anymore, and all the banking apps don't work, the time and attendance apps don't work. All these apps don't work anymore on the new OS.
That's interesting.
Yeah, people are pissed.
Oops.
I've been using it since May, so it's nothing new to me, but...
Time and attendance.
For the school system uses it.
Oh, so they're using attendance on their iPads?
Yeah, they've got apps on their phones and their iPad for keeping track of their time. And they upgraded to iOS 7, and it doesn't work.
And they stopped working.
Oh
my goodness. What does it mean to go back to pen and paper?
I don't know, but you can't go back to iOS 6. They don't let you downgrade.
Nope. Sorry.
So, maybe we'll have to show off how to do that again for people.
Ooh, no, that would be fun. I'd drop it. What if you put your nice little gold iPhone 5C? Or is that what it's called? 5C?
S.
5S.
S.
5S and
C is for
downgraded
cheap.
6.
S is for spendy.
So it's 4C and 5S.
No, it's a 5C. I'm just saying the C stands for cheap.
Oh. So the S is really a $sign.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Anyway, to downgrade your new iPhone to 6.
I bet you can't. I bet the new ones...
I bet you can't either.
I bet you can't on the new phone. But I think old phones potentially maybe might be a way to do it eventually. To downgrade back. But you can't right now. No going back. Apple doesn't let you do it. One-way trip. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. Please let us know what you want to see on future videos and subscribe to the feed.
I have things in my reflection that I didn't know existed. You see over my shoulder back there, there's things hiding over there.
It's just a ghost.
Probably. I keep on seeing movement. Like, what?
See you guys next week.
Bye.
Subscribe to the feed. We'll see you guys later.
This has been a Two Smart Guys production.
Bye, everybody.